Pustak Verma, and you are watching Pustak Verma Education for All YouTube channel. And today we are going to discuss about an essay, a few kind words for superstitions, केही दयालु वर्ड्सहरू अन्धविश्वासको लागि from Unit 8 Humour and Satire हास्य र व्यङ्ग्य भन्छौं from grade 11 compulsory English new course and grammatical section present simple, present continuous tense and some structures of presenting advice or suggestions. So before dealing with the chapter we find there is a proverb by Dale Carnegie remember today is the tomorrow and you worried about yesterday. This is the very famous proverb by Dale Carnegie, and by this proverb he means to state that when you start to worry, remind yourself of this quote. जब तिमी चिन्तित हुन थाल्छौ तिमीले यो कोटलाई सम्झने, reassure yourself that things will turn out well when you work hard and plan well. Stop wasting your time worrying. चिन्ता लिन बन्द गर्नुस्. Dale Carnegie was an American writer, lecturer and developer of courses in self-improvement, salesmanship, corporate training, public speaking and interpersonal skills. So as the essay is about humor and satire. So what is humor? हास्यपद भनेको के हो? हास्य व्यङ्ग्य के हो? Humor means to make fun of someone. कसैको हाँसो गर्नु. His attitude, statement, dress. Its purpose is to ridicule. यसको उद्देश्य के हुन्छ? अरूलाई हास्य गर्ने अथवा अरूको मजाक उडाउने. To create smile or laughter. By this an author highlights the follies भनेको कमजोरीहरू, weaknesses of someone and then turns on it just to end it and to give the awareness to the readers and to teach. This is the light-hearted ways to mend or to make good. यो light-hearted भनेको हल्का एकदमै के हो त हास्यपद तरिकाको हुन्छ. Satire, according to Oxford Advanced Learners Dictionary, satire means a ways of criticizing person. मान्छेलाई आलोचना गर्नु. And idea and institutions in which you see humor to show their faults or weaknesses. A piece of writing that uses these types of criticism. Example, political or social satire. Then about the as we see the text, we find such types of event is a cat crossing the road, and people regard it as a superstitious belief that something bad will take place in the near future. Suppose you are going somewhere, if a cat crosses the road, people consider it as a bad omen अथवा bad star. मान्छेले गलत सोचेका हुन्छन्. So before we read, we see some of the questions like what do you see in the picture? What is your quick response to these situations? जब तपाईले यो पिक्चर हेर्नुहुन्छ यसले के रिस्पोन्स तपाईले प्रेजेन्ट गर्नुहुन्छ आफ्नोतिरबाट. I see the cat is walking on its own way. As I see this, I remember it's a bad omen that may take place in the coming future. भविष्यमा नराम्रो हुन सक्छ. What is the superstition then? अन्धविश्वास भनेको के हो? Do you think luck has a role in your life? भाग्यको पनि के जिन्दगीमा लाइफमा रोल हुन्छ? A superstition is any belief or practices considered by the non-practitioners to be irrational or supernatural, attributed for the fact or magic, perceived supernatural influence or fear of that which is unknown. Obviously, luck plays great role in shaping future, obtaining opportunity and succeed in life. कहिलेकाहीँ किस्मतले अथवा लकले पनि के गर्छ? ठुलो रोल खेलेको हुन्छ. It's true that someone is lucky if he is appreciated and has less to suffer. The writer of the essay A Few Kind Words for Superstition is William Robert Davies, and William Robert Davies was a Canadian novelist, playwright, critic, journalist and professor. He was one of the Canada's best known and most popular authors and one of his most distinguished man of letters, a term Davies gladly accepted for himself. Then about the glossary terms, a few kind words for superstitions. Parapsychology, a study of mental abilities, transcendentals relating to spiritual realms, enlightenment, state of being enlightened, condemned, doomed or damned, deplored, express strong disapproval of manifestation, display demonstration, irrefutably in a way that cannot be changed, challenged or denied. Theologians, धर्मशास्त्री, भेन observations, बेकारको अवलोकन, anthropology, मानव विज्ञान, embarrassment, अप्ठ्यारो, इडियोलोजी, मूर्ति पूजा, ब्रिबरी, घुसखोरी, सबमर्ज, डुबेको, क्रोनिकल, क्रमिक विवरण, साइकोएनालिस्ट, मनोविश्लेषकहरू, न्यूरोलोजी, न्यूरोसिस, mental illness, creed, a set of principle that आस्था अथवा faith भन्छौँ, orthodox conservatives, स्निजे झ्याच्यु गर्नु, हास्टेन हतार, एन्टिडेट्स पूर्ववर्ती, proliferated फैलिएको, ग्राप्सी बोक्सी, सिलिङ्स, द बेसिक युनिट अफ मनी इन अस्ट्रेलिया इज एन्ड हम्बलर नर्म्स, एलान विदेशी इज manuscript, पाण्डुलिपि. Then about the essays, a few kind words for superstition. अन्धविश्वासको लागि केही दयालु wordsहरू. A few kind words for superstition is an essay by the Canadian writer Robertson Davies. The essay focuses on the beliefs of the human words in superstition and its different form. विभिन्न फर्मका superstitionsहरूको बारेमा पनि यसले डिल गर्छ. Davies states that superstition throughout human culture is something of an underground belief that no one will admit to, are most prone up to it. Most people still participate in it. The author inquires on why so-called irrational things such as parapsychology, the study of strange mental abilities that seems to be exist but cannot be explained by the accepted scientific theories, UFOs, miracle cures, unidentifying flying objects, transcendental meditations are condemned to in our societies. Yet superstition is slightly disapproved of. Davies states that even though people won't admit they are superstitious, he sees four forms of superstitions. चार form of superstition, त्यसमध्ये four forms मा के दिएको छ? भेन observances, divinations, idolatry, improper worship of the true God. These are the four forms of superstition. The first one is, the author tells us that vain observances, बेकारको अवलोकन, can be include things like throwing salt over your left shoulders after spilling it to build the devils in eyes, avoiding water under the ladder. Second, Davies goes on to tell about divination, भविष्य, basing on a decisions on advice of prophecies. भविष्यवाणीहरू जो गर्छन्, oraclesहरू, तिनीहरूको उसमा विश्वास गर्ने, डिसिजन लिने. It is being guided by a religious group including one of these professor partakes to the Xing Jing, a Chinese oracle for good advice. He is considered to be so. He then proceeds to say the adultery, मूर्ति पूजा, belief in luck of fortune, जस्तो हामीले दशैं तिहारमा पनि के गर्छौं, we make several such of gods of god and goddesses and worship them. Even it is a ballpark one shows in university exam when comfortable items are laid in learners desks. भनेको हामीले के पाउँछौं भने इभन कहिलेकाहीँ युनिभर्सिटीजहरुमा पनि during the time of examination many people goes and bend over the event several gods मूर्तिहरुको अगाडि गएर टाउको ढोगेर जान्छन्. Improper or unreasonable worship to the true gods. साँचो परमेश्वरको अनुचित उपासना भन्छ. It is something David describes as the bravery to deity. देवी देवतालाई घुस पाउने जस्तो हुन्छ, त्यहाँ गएर प्रे गर्छन्. We people also during the time examination we say that, hey God, if I pass the exam I will offer 1 kg or 2 kg of laddu भनेर भनेको हुन्छ. In the same way this also takes places, providing bribery to evenish bribes to the god or goddesses. David tells us that superstition is an ancient belief and actually believes not even as widely believed in the today's than in the past. He also goes on to say that superstition can be seen very early life as well. जहाँ पनि हामीले हेर्न पाउँछौं. Davies state that superstition seems to exist in human life from the ancient days of their kinds. प्राचीन कालदेखि अहिलेसम्म पनि चलिरहेको छ. र उनले यहाँ एउटा example he conveys that superstitions appears very early in life as shown through the examples of when kids fear from stepping on the cracks in paving ill fortune. It also carries on as people grow older, as shows through the example of David Samuel Johnson, who fixes it necessary to touch every post that he passes in the street. Many superstitions are so widespread and as old they must have risen from the depth of the human minds and its different race and creed. For example, Orthodox Jews place a charm at their doorpost, so do a did Chinese. पहिला अर्थोडक्स जो एकदमै अर्थोडक्स ज्यूजहरू हुन्छन् उनीहरूले पनि आफ्नो ढोकामा विभिन्न किसिमका चीजहरू राखेका हुन्छन् त्यस्तै चाइनिजले गर्छन् सम पिपल इन द मिडल ईस्ट युरोप जस्तो हामीले पनि के गर्छौं कागतीहरू अनि यस चिल्लीजहरू राखेका हुन्छौं मिडल युरोप बिलिभ दैट व्हेन अ मैन स्नीजेस यदि मान्छेले ह्याच्यु गर्यो भने हिज सोल फर अ मोमेन्ट इज अब्सेन्ट फ्रम द बडी एन्ड स्नीज बाइ द डेभिल यो डेभिलले गर्दा अथवा एउटा दैवी शक्तिले गर्दा यस्तो कुराहरू भएको हुन्छ राक्षसी शक्तिले गर्दा भएको हुन्छ द वेस्टर्न वर्ल्ड इज नो फर फ्रम इट इभन द अनदर मदर जोइन्ड इन किलिङ स्पाइडर विथ द रोमन कैथोलिक फ्रेंड्स on July 11th. An Italian who was a good scientist also watched very morning before leaving home that he might not meet a priest or nun as his first persons would certainly bring the bad luck. अब इटालियनले पनि के जो साइन्टिस्ट हुन्छन् तिनीहरूले पनि विश्वास गर्छन् उनको विचारमा कोही एउटा नन अथवा प्रिस्ट पुजारीहरू पादरी अथवा फिमेल प्रिस्टहरू त्यहाँ बाटोमा भेट्यो भने त्यसले ब्याड लक ल्याउँछ त्यसकारण while walking early in the morning he basically cares that as well. Finally, the author presents his own experience. अब राइटरले आफ्नो पनि अनुभव सुपरस्टिसन माथि प्रेजेन्ट गर्छन् with a superstitious belief when he was a university student. उनी पनि युनिभर्सिटीमा पढिरहेको बेलाको एउटा एक्जाम्पललाई प्रेजेन्ट गर्छन्. ग्यास्पी भनेको यो धामी झाँक्री जस्तो हुन्छ हाम्रो a member of tribe. Women with a child in our arms used to appear every year at the examination time. उनको युनिभर्सिटीको गेटमा एउटा वुमेन जो ग्यास्पी ट्राइबकी थिइन् उनी आफ्नो बच्चालाई आफ्नो आममा राखेर त्यहाँ एक्जामिनेसनको बेलामा गेटमा उपस्थित हुन्छिन् र के भन्थिन् आस्क फर द सेलिङ हु टच द लकी बेबीज यस अब उनले एक सेलिङ रुपियाँ माग्ने गर्थिन् इटालियन कोइन्स माग्ने गर्थिन् के को लागि मेरो लकी बेबीको खुट्टा छौ अथवा मेरो लकी बेबीलाई छोइहाला and he had to pay altogether 4 shillings and he never failed in examination. यदि कसैले 4 shilling दियो मुद्रा दियो भने कोइन्स दियो भने उ कहिले पनि एक्जाममा फेल हुँदैन र राइटरले पनि के गर्छन् राइटर डिड इट merely for a joke but it works. राइटरले पनि नसोचेर भए पनि उनले के गर्छन् पैसा दिन्छन् उसको शरीर छुन्छन् र जान्छन् and even पास हुन्छन्. Then ways with words is अब वर्ड्सहरुलाई हामीले के गर्ने म्याच गर्ने भनिन्छ. The first one is ट्रान्सेन्डेन्टल भनेको अस्वीकृति ट्रान्सेन्डेन्टल भन्छ आध्यात्मिक भन्छ यस ट्रान्सेन्डेन्टल आध्यात्मिक यसलाई वन क्यान बी म्याच्ड विथ ए स्पिरिचुअल नन फिजिकल आर मिस्टिकल ए सँग म्याच गर्यो. सेकेन्ड छ डिप्लोर अब डिप्लोर भनेको अस्वीकृति व्यक्ति यस अब डिप्लोर बी क्यान बी म्याच्ड विथ टु फील आर एक्सप्रेस स्ट्रङ डिसप्रोबल अफ समथिङ. नेक्स्ट छ सी छ एब्सोल्भ यस सी मा दिएको छ एब्सोल्भ भनेको समस्या समाधान यस दिस सी क्यान बी म्याच्ड विथ सेट फ्री फ्रम ब्लेम गिल्ट रेस्पोन्सिबिलिटी आर रिलिज. डी छ जुजु एन्ड दिस जी इज जुजु भनेको ताबिज जो हामीले हातमा घाँटीमा बान्ने गरेका हुन्छौं. डी क्यान बी म्याच्ड विथ अ चार्म that is used by some West African people. देन ई क्रूड भनेको कच्चा र मेटेरियल्स ई मा हाम्रो दिएको छ ई क्यान बी म्याच्ड विथ इज दिस नेचुरल स्टेट एन्ड दिस क्रोनिकललाई हामीले के भन्छौं क्रमिक विवरण. अब क्रोनिकल क्यान बी matched with a written record of historical events. So this is about ways with words and match the followings. Then about some of the words is केही शब्दहरु दिएका छन्. Find the contextual meaning of the following words from the text. यिनीहरुको contextual meaning के टेक्स्टमा प्रेजेन्ट गरिएको छ र त्यसपछि make them अथवा use them in the sentences of your own. पहिलो दिएको छ condemned भनेको कसैको निन्दा गर्नु अथवा to express disapproval he has condemned the agreement. उले एग्रीमेन्ट लाई असहमति जनाएको छ. terror भनेको आतंक to extreme fear. Common people are afraid of the explosion in terror. Unbidden refers to ननिम्त्याइएको. Without being asked he entered into the hall unbidden. Persist भनेको जारी राख्नु continue to exist. Devote refers to भक्त अथवा हामीले religious feeling. Banish means exile, देश निकासा. Creed refers to विश्वास, faith, आस्था, systems, and even the use of these words in sentences is also mentioned here. Then hasten भनेको हतार हडबडीमा is happen quickly. This is sober. Sober refers to a शान्त अथवा calm, serious, sensible. Scroon means अपमान अथवा abuse गर्नु. Earring means तिर्सना, strong emotional desires. Aloof refers to a lonely, aloneness, not friendly. And Swarthi refers to a black अथवा dark skin. कालो छाला. Humbler refers to numb or modest. In this way, these words meanings are also given, and you can use these words in the sentences of your own. Then about the comprehensions, answer these questions. Question A. According to the author, what are the four types of superstitions? Four types of superstitions are vain observances, divination, idolatry, improper or unreasonable worship to true God. Which language is used? Which language is the word superstition derived from, and what does it mean? It derives from the Latin language superstisto, which means to stand in terror of the deity. How do psychologists understand superstition? Psychologists understand superstition as a compulsion neurosis with which can be banished from the humankind. How does superstition differ from religion? It differs from the religions in the sense former has linked with the somebodies of beliefs for the antidotes the religion, but the religion has no place for such beliefs. What is the belief of some people in the Middle Europe about sneezing? Some people in the Middle Europe have beliefs that if a man sneezes, his soul for a moment is absent from his body and his soul is seized by the devils. In author's view, why are people so fascinated about superstitions? According to authors, people are fascinated about superstitions to promote positive mental attitude, reduce anxieties, and to have a sense of control during the time. Then about critical thinking. Critical thinking को question A. What is the key takeaway or key message of this essay? यो essay को key message के हो भनेर भन्छ. Do you think this essay is satirical? के तिम्रो विचारमा यो essay व्यङ्ग्यात्मक छ? यो a few kind words for superstition. In this essay, a few kind words for superstitions, the Canadian writer Robertson Davies focuses on the belief of human words in superstition and its different forms, such as vain observances, divinations, idolatry, improper or unreasonable worship of the true God. I think the essay is satirical, भनेको व्यङ्ग्यात्मक छ, in the sense superstition throughout human culture is something of an underground belief no one will admit to and most frown upon. Yet most people still participated in. No one is far away from it knowingly or unknowingly, though they have faith in it or they take it jokingly as the author took it in his life. Can education bring change in the belief of superstition? Present your argument to support the answer. के एजुकेशनले शिक्षाले यसमा परिवर्तन ल्याउन सक्छ? Of course, education can bring change in the beliefs of superstition, and it can, but it cannot eradicate. यसले पूर्ण रूपमा अन्त्य गर्न सक्दैन, तर चेन्ज गर्न ल्याउन सक्छ अथवा चेन्ज ल्याउन सक्छ. After being educated, people may think before they believe on it, and they consider it as a blind belief or traditional fact. त्यो सोच्न सक्छन् यसलाई अथवा ट्रेडिशनल फ्याक्टको रूपमा. Educated people believe in scientific fact and even act accordingly. उनीहरू साइन्टिफिक फ्याक्टमा विश्वास गर्छन्, प्र्याक्टिकलमा विश्वास गर्छन्. They realize that there is no rational proofs that these superstitions can affect our life. तिनीहरूले यो कुरा बुझेको हुन्छन्, यसको rational proof छैन. They avoid superstitious beliefs when making decisions. निर्णय लिने बेलामा यस्तो बिलिफ्सहरूलाई हटाउँछन्. They prove that these superstitions have no basis in reality. तिनीहरूले प्रुभ गर्न पनि सक्छन् यसको रियालिटीमा कुनै उ छैन. And they know that a superstition only works because you believe in it. Inherent charm and power. Then write an essay on the superstition that exists in your community in about 250 words. अब के कुराहरू हाम्रो अथवा कम्युनिटीमा कुन कुराहरू यसमा के छ एक्जिस्ट छ त्यो. Introduction. Superstition is a blind belief in the natural way, which is to say a belief in the existence of forces, entities, and that do not come from the laws of nature or scientific understanding of the universe. The word superstition is often used to refer a religious non-practiced by the majority a given scientific society, regardless of whether the prevailing religion contains alleged superstition. Example of superstition मा भन्न सक्छौं belief in magic, belief in women भनेको bad star, belief in good luck or bad luck, बिलिभ इन डिभाइनेसन, बिलिभ इन एस्ट्रोलोजी, यस ज्योतिष शास्त्रमा विश्वास गर्नु, बिलिभ इन गोस्ट, स्पिरिट, भूत प्रेत, आत्मामा विश्वास गर्नु, यस्तो चीजहरुमा हामीले विश्वास गर्यौं भने हामीले यो के हुन्छन्, these are the things that are found in our society as well as. Conclusion मा हामीले के भन्न सक्छौं, superstitions are unreasonable and irrational though, but they had been existing and they still exist in spite of all scientific and science and scientific development. They exist and they are believed not only in the East but also in the West as well. Superstition is prevalent in every walk of life. Argue for or against statement. इसको हमले examples भन्न सक्छौं. Of course, superstition is prevalent in every walk of our life wherever we go, whether school, college, office, or to any institutions or any specific, unspecific purposes of tasks. Some examples are listed below. It is believed that one should not say a young baby healthy. हाम्रो एउटा समाजमा के कुरा छ, कुनै बच्चा राम्रो स्वस्थ देखिन्छ भने त्यसलाई स्वस्थ नभन्ने, स्वस्थ भनेपछि अथवा मोटो बच्चा छ नभन्ने भनेर किन त यसले बच्चालाई बिरामी गर्दिन्छ, यो पनि एउटा के हो त सुपरस्टिशियस बिलिफ हो. सेकेन्ड वन, स्पाइलिङ राइस अन द फ्लोर एन्ड वकिङ अन इट कन्सिडर्ड एज इन्सल्ट अफ हिन्दू गडेज अफ फुड. हामीले जमिनमा चामल फ्याँकेर त्यसमाथि हिँड्नु हुँदैन, यो गडेज हिन्दू गडेजको इन्सल्ट हुन्छ. Red chilies with lemon are used to protect one from bad spirit and words of bad luck. हामीले रेड चिली र लेमन पनि ढोकामा झुन्ड्याएको हुन्छौं ब्याड स्पिरिटबाट प्रोटेक्ट गर्न. One cannot cut their hair or shave their बर्थडे को दिनमा हामीले कपाल काट्नु र सेभ गर्नु हुँदैन. यो पनि ब्याड एउटा के हुन्छ, यसले फाइनान्शियल सिचुएसनलाई डिक्रिज गराउँछ. One should never keep their shoes or sandal upside. भनेको जुत्ता उल्टो राख्नुहुन्न, यसले के गर्छ, ब्याड लक ल्याउने गर्छ. It is impolite to touch an adult head. कोही ठुलो मान्छे बसेको छ भने उसको टाउको पनि छुनु हुँदैन, कपाल त्यो भनेको डिसरेस्पेक्टफुल हो. राइट ह्यान्ड should be considered as dominant hand for eating. राइट ह्यान्डलाई हात खानेकुरा खानको लागि गरिन्छ. लेफ्ट ह्यान्डलाई हामीले बटक्स अथवा यस टोयलेटहरु गरिसकेपछि सफा गर्नको लागि युज गरिन्छ. सेक्स इज considered as only for married people. हाम्रो समाजले सेक्सले म्यारिज अथवा मान्छेहरुले मात्र सेक्स फिजिकली रिलेशनशिप राख्न पाउँछन्. Before marriage, sex is considered as a disgrace to the society. विवाह भन्दा अगाडि सेक्स भनेको disgrace to the society हो. It is believed that stepping on something holy अथवा पवित्र मूर्तिहरुको माथि चढ्नु भनेको पनि के हो त, ब्याड लक हो. यस मिसफर्चुन हो. If you whistle during the night time, रातिको बेलामा सिटी बजाउँछौ भने डेभिलहरु, गोस्टहरु घरमा आउन सक्छन्. More specifically, books have सरस्वती भगवान. अब बुकलाई के भनिन्छ, सरस्वती गडेजसँग राख्ने गरिन्छ. अब बुकमाथि स्टेप गर्यो भने ब्याड लक के हुन्छ, आउनु पर्छ. त्यसकारण हामीले we should bow while yes mistakenly if we step on it. This is universal. If a cat crosses the road, you must proceed backward. हामीले पछाडीतिर जाने हो, ढुङ्गा फ्याक्ने हो, अनि अगाडि जाने हो. यो पनि एउटा के हो त. Legend says that if you cut your nail during the night time, रातिको बेलामा नङ काट्नु भनेपछि bad luck will come on the tomorrow. There are variations for this, but the general belief that eye twitching is bad. आँखा पहिले काहीँ मिचमा हामीले आँखा एक किसिमको फरफराउँछ, त्यो पनि एउटा के हो त. If your right eye twitches भने good luck. Left eye twitches भने bad luck भन्छ. It is said that if a dog cries, राति यदि कुकुर कराउँछ, हल्स गर्छ भने त्यो पनि के हो त, कोही मान्छे मर्छ फ्यामिलीको, त्यसरी भन्ने गर्छन्. This is really weak if you play with fire. आगोसँग खेल्छौ भने रातिमा केटाकेटीहरु पिसाब गर्छन् अथवा त्यस्तो युरिनेट गर्छन् बेडमा. It is said that if you steps on a pillow, तकियामाथि हिँड्छौ भने त्यो पनि bad dreams तिमीले देख्ने छौ भनेर भन्छ. So okay, this is about the superstitious example. Then about the grammatical section. Grammatical sections मा यहाँ रहेको छ हाम्रो mostly we deal with two tenses, present simple र present continuous. Present simple भनेको things that happen regularly. Regularly habit को रूपमा भइरहेको छ भने present simple भयो. Fact, truth भइहाल्यो, सही कुरा जस्तो the moon moves around the earth अनि earth moves around the sun in your. I don't speak Chinese. जो एकदमै ट्रुथ फ्याक्ट छ. टाइम टेबल शेड्युल, डेली कति बजे कुन चीज स्टार्ट हुन्छ, सुरु हुन्छ. नन एक्सन बब आई नीड मनी, यस्तो चीजहरुमा हामीले के गर्छौं, प्रेजेन्ट सिम्पल युज गरेको हुन्छौं. तर प्रेजेन्ट कन्टिन्युअस भनेको थिंग्स ह्यापनिङ नाउ, अहिले घटिरहेको. आई एम रिडिङ द बुक्स, आई एम अथवा के हुन्छ I am playing the match is त्यसरी कुराहरुमा हामीले के गर्छौं कन्टिन्युअस ह्यापनिङ नाउ भने चाहिँ फ्युचर प्लान र अरेन्जमेन्टमा र कहिलेकाहीँ हामीले भविष्यमा यो गर्न गइरहेका छौं भनेको छौ आई एम गोइङ टु मीट माई फ्रेन्ड त्यस्तोमा पनि हामीले वी पीपल युज द प्रेजेन्ट कन्टिन्युअस टेन्स. So basically the clues word for present simple is always, usually, often, sometimes and never. These are the adverbials which are used mostly in the present simple, and for present continuous at the moment, at present, currently, nowadays and nows. These are the clues for the clue words for the present continuous. So the same example is mentioned here as well. We can see yes, and this has been taken from the this is testenglish.com बाट यो निकालिएको हो यस YouTube उसमा Google बाट. यहाँ दिएको छ habit, regular action situations, fact, permanent situation are states with static verb, future timetable event. So यसमा यसको सिंगल वर्ड्सहरु यस्तो खालका वर्ड्सहरु पनि हामीले अगाडि मेन्सन गरिन्छ. यहाँ action in progress, now, around now, temporary actions or situations, changing or developing situations, future actions that are decided. So you यिनीहरुमा हामीले के गर्छौं त प्रेजेन्ट कन्टिन्युअस युज गर्ने गर्छौं. You can read and understand these rules as well as. Then present simple, present continuous, progressive. यो हाम्रो टेक्स्टमा भएका एक्जाम्पल्सहरु. Water boils at 100 degrees Celsius. Janisa lives in Jumla. I drink coffee every morning. I always tell lies. My plane leaves at 6 this evening. I know her very well. At the end of the story, the protagonist catches the killers. And here, present continuous. Present continuous, the water is boiling. Can you turn it off? Janisa is living in Tokyo for a few months. I am drinking too much coffee these days because I am so busy at work. You are always telling lies. I am leaving for Pokhara tomorrow. I am reading a novel by Paul Coelho. And in this photo, my mother is wearing a blue sari. So these are the examples of present continuous. Then see the event exercise. Put the verbs into correct form, present simple and present continuous. Neha speaks English very well. Hurry up, we are waiting for you. Excuse me, yes, do you speak English? She is having a shower in the bathroom. How often do you read a newspaper? I'm sorry, I do not understand. Can you speak more slowly? You can turn off the radio. I am not listening to it. I usually get up at 5 o'clock every morning. It's already right. Look, the river is flowing. Amrita doesn't seem very happy at the moment. So these are the exercise of textbooks. Others is, are the underlined verb in the correct form or correct them where necessary. First one, water boils at 100 degrees Celsius. It's already correct. Water boils, water is boiling. You must go. It's getting late. I must go. It's getting late. The sauce testing is testing really good. Not is testing. यो apostrophe s देखि यहाँसम्मको हटाउने र यसको ठाउँमा के लेख्ने the sauce tastes really good. I am thinking that's your key. I think, not I am thinking. यो I am देखि यहाँसम्मको हटाउने यसको ठाउँमा के लेख्ने I think this is your keys. Are you believing in God? No such way. यसमा के गर्छौं? Do you believe in God लेख्छौं. I usually go to school on foot. It's already right. Look, that man tries. Look भएपछि यहाँ के भइहाल्यो continuous thing. The man is trying to open. Moon is going round the earth. Universal truth. Moon goes down the earth. I am getting angry. Let go and eat. यो के छ? It's already right. Then about advice or suggestions. हामीले यो पनि क्वेशन सोध्न सक्छ तपाईहरुलाई क्वेशन दिएर एडभाइस र यसको स्ट्रक्चर के छ you should are you out to infinitive plus verb 1 भन्छौं हामीले तिमीले यस्तो गर्नुपर्छ भनेर. Why don't you infinitive? Why don't you try going outside? If you I were you I would solve the problem भनेर यसमा हामीले I would plus verb 1 दिएको छ. If it would be a good idea to plus infinitive. So among these four structure you can use anyone. जुन पनि use गर्न सक्छौं. जस्तो यहाँ Mona I am sleeping. You should are out to drink a cup of tea. If I were you I would help him. If I would be it would be a good idea to help the needy people. यस्तो खालको स्ट्रक्चर अनुसार अब यहाँ should को use के को लागि गरिन्छ? Should is used to give advice. You should quit smoking to expect something happen in the near future त्यसमा पनि युज गरिन्छ but here matter is a this advice हाम्रो यो second one छैन had better कतिखेर त for more urgent advice with bad consequences if you don't follow it यदि तिमीले यस्तो गरेनौ भने यसको रिजल्ट नराम्रो हुन्छ should र had better मा के फरक छ should ले एडभाइस दिन्छ had better ले यदि यस्तो गरेनौ भने यसको नेगेटिभ कन्सिक्वेन्स आउन सक्छ परिणाम आउन सक्छ भनेर भन्न सक्छौं अब यहाँ दिएको छ should out to is should र out to सेम उस्ता उस्तै हुन्छन् तर हामीले यहाँ के दिएको छ should लाई प्रेजेन्ट पोजिटिभ नेगेटिभ मा दुईटैमा also used in past पोजिटिभ नेगेटिभ out to sometimes implies moral obligations यसले मोरल कुराहरु गर्छ र had better often implies a sort of consequence नेगेटिभ एक्सन्स हरु हुन सक्छन् भनेर भन्छ so example is mentioned in our text के दिएको छ what would you advise to Muna in the following situations पहिलो I am hungry मुनाले I am hungry भनिने हामीले के भन्छौं you ought to go to canteen you should go to canteen I am cold you should have a hot soup I cannot control my temper if I were you I would practice meditations or yoga I have hiccups why don't you drink a glass of water अब यसमा तपाईहरुले एउटै स्ट्रक्चर युज सुड पनि युज गर्न सक्नुहुन्छ मैले तपाईहरुको सबै स्ट्रक्चर युज गर्दिएको छु आई कान्ट गेट स्लीप एट नाइट यु शुड रीड अ नोभेल बुक पढ्यो भने निद्रा लाग्छ योर फ्रेन्ड लस्ट हिज or her pen he should be careful Ramila is weak in mathematics he should take extra classes of mathematics Pradeep has headaches he should take medicine and your friend is getting fat he should go for morning walk Mukesh wants to dance but he can't he ought to take dance training ले के गर्नु पर्छ डान्स ट्रेनिङ हरु लिनु पर्छ भनेर भन्छ देन सुपरस्टिशन्स को बारेमा एउटा एस्से जस्तो लेख्न भनेको छ यो तिम्रो प्रोजेक्ट वर्क्स मा होला देयर आर सुपरस्टिशन्स दैट हैव बीन क्रिएटेड आउट सम सोशल कन्सिडरेशन्स स्लीपिङ एट डस्क इज ट्रीटेड एज अ साइन that one may fall ill and it is actually that one should not be languid or lazy in the evening don't cut the people are banyan tree that is only a superstition to save from the destruction dogs are very sensitive of natural calamities and become restless before the natural calamities actually occurs there is no logical behind the belief that superstition but they have grown old age even all the scientific advancement of thoughts doesn't make them proper says Friday अब यहाँ केही टर्महरु दिएको छ Friday 13 लाई bad luck भनिन्छ itchy palm good luck भनिन्छ walking under a ladder bad luck भइहाल्यो breaking a mirror bad luck finding a horse shoes good luck त्यो घोडाको जो तल हुन्छ उसमा लगाउने फलामको त्यो पाउनु भनेको good luck opening an umbrella inside bad luck knock twice on a wood reverse bad luck tossing spoiled salt over your shoulder good luck black cat bad luck saying God bless you good luck saying God bless you good luck yes so okay this is about the essay a few kind words for superstitions of unit 8 humor and satire so if you find these videos helpful and interesting, like the videos, share it, subscribe it, click on the bell icon to get notification for upcoming videos. If you need videos on any other topics, mention below in the comment sections. Thank you for watching this. Goodbye. Have a good day.